You know, PS4 headsets, Xbox headsets, gaming headsets in general could be expensive. I see headsets with the word budget on them starting at like 80 bucks, which, I mean, compared to some, Astro A40s or A50s, that is, a little bit on the budget side, but it's still expensive. Well, luckily I happen to have some $30 headphones right here. Earphones are in-ear earphones, they're not the overhead ones. They're wireless, they're for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and we're gonna take a look at them. So don't go anywhere. Okay, that was cheesy. Alright, let's get into the review. So these wireless gaming headphones are from VantInter. They're the VantInter TVS01. So like I said, they are inexpensive. You could use them for PS4, Xbox One, PC, whatever you want, and they're actually pretty good. Let's start with the build quality. So first of all, for $30, the build quality is pretty good. Feeling them in my hand, putting them on, feeling them in my ear, and bumping them from time to time, they're not gonna break. They don't feel like they're gonna break. They feel sturdy and good quality. Even the band that goes over your neck, I mean, it's plastic and it just feels like a thick cable, but it feels good quality. The little control, it feels good quality as well. My bad, it's not even a control, it's just like the left and right thing. But it feels good. The control feels good too. The only thing that I would say feels a little bit on the cheaper side is the wireless receiver, the little box that comes with it with the buttons and stuff. That feels a little bit on the cheaper side compared to the earphones themselves. However, for $30, you're not gonna get this aluminum box with the buttons on them, It's gonna be plastic and it might feel cheap, but for $30, I'm not complaining. In terms of comfort, we're good. Now I've used these for a couple hours at a time. I haven't gotten the chance to play too much, but the times I have played and the times I've played for a longer period of time, like I said, 2 to 3 hours around there, I haven't felt any discomfort. They've been perfectly fine. My ears haven't hurt, whatever. No discomfort. They've been good to me, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be good for you too. They do have the little ear tips, the gummies, I don't know what you call them, but they go in your ear and they're pretty comfortable. So let's talk about the audio. This is what matters. For $30, I don't expect it to be mind-blowing, but I expect it to be at least decent, If it's completely horrible, then what's the point? $30, let's see how they sound. In general, the audio, in my opinion, sounds good. However, there is one small issue that might affect some of you guys. It doesn't really affect me, but it might affect some of you. So let's get into it. The audio in general, it's good. Playing games like Grand Theft Auto 5, I could hear the environment, the cars passing by, gunshots, especially with the silencer, they sound really good. Everything in the game sounds like it's supposed to sound. There's nothing, out of the ordinary. No crackling noises, at least not normally. We'll get into that in a little bit. But if you're listening to the games, if you're using the earphones like they're supposed to be used, then you're going to be perfectly fine. I've also played Black Ops 4. I played Zombies because I was going to play multiplayer, but the game needed an update and the update was super huge. It was going to take 10 hours to update, so I just played Zombies offline. Either way, it sounds really good. I could hear my own footsteps, the zombies' footsteps, and their direction. Gunshots, everything going on in my surroundings. It sounds really good. It sounds really good for $30. I mean, obviously, I've used headsets that are like $150, and those sound a lot better. But there's a huge price difference. It's 5 times. For $30, these sound pretty good. Another game you guys might be playing, Horizon Zero Dawn, once again, sounds perfectly fine. The environment, the grass, all the, robots, machines, whatever you want to call them. Everything sounds really good. The combat, whenever you hit a metallic object with another metallic object, sounds good. It sounds good with these earphones, believe me. They're not mind-blowing or anything, but they sound like they're supposed to sound. There's no problems with the audio. Now, I did play some Resident Evil 2, however, I don't think I could give you guys a good explanation as to how they sound in that game, because when I was playing it, it was at the lowest volume for sure. I'm not gonna get jump scared. I'm not trying to get jump scared in that game. It's super scary. But with the volume that I did have, they sound good. The game sounds good with these earphones. So now to the issue that I have with the audio. So they sound good at normal volume, but when you start raising the volume, when you start getting, up there, that's when they start to, crack a little bit, crackle. I don't know what's the right word, but they begin to crackle a little bit. And although for me that's not an issue because I don't play the games at full volume, I know some people that do, or at least, they get up there. So it may be an issue for you if you play at high volumes. Now, there is a disclaimer on the Amazon page that says that they don't recommend you playing multiplayer with them. That's nothing to do with the audio itself, but more with the microphone. So at the moment, these earphones do not support the microphone. So if you play online and you like to chat with your friends, you're not going to be able to do that with these pair of headphones. It's not a problem for me, once again, because I hardly ever play with people. I mean, I don't even have friends. I just like to do my own thing. If I have a friend or two, then yeah, I'll put on the microphone, but most of the times 99 out of 100 times I'm on my own or playing a story game or something, you know? But yeah, the microphone, that's what's not going to be working, at least at the moment. So that's all good. So how do you connect it to the PS4? So it's actually pretty straightforward. You just need to know where the options menu is, you know, the sound settings and stuff like that, but it's pretty easy. So you just plug in the optical cable to the receiver's SPDIF in port on the back and into the PS4's optical cable port. Also, make sure to set one of the switches to TX and the other one to SPDIF. This is important or else it won't work. The rest is done on the PS4's menu. Just go into the settings, go to sound and screen, audio output settings, primary output port, and select HDMI out. You guys should be looking at that in the video as well. And then once you have HDMI out, just go back one and audio format priority, make sure you click on Bitstream Dolby. Now, like I said, you could also connect it to your PC and Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox to test them on, but just know that you can. And on PC, it's actually even more simple. You just plug in the receiver, switch the mode to aux, and plug in the aux cord that comes included in the box into the receiver, then pair the earphones to the receiver and you're good to go. For YouTube and Netflix, they sound great as expected. So, you know, anything with dialogue, watching movies, videos, vlogs, anything like that, they're gonna sound pretty good. So in terms of battery life, it lasts as expected. So it's nothing spectacular, but also nothing that's gonna be bad. So if you use them heavily, they're gonna last you maybe 2 days. And I'm talking about using them for 4 or 5 hours each time. I normally play for an hour or 2, and I normally have to charge them every 3 to 4 days. So for me, it's perfectly fine. But if you're a super heavy user, then you might need a cable in handy. Be prepared to charge them every once in a while. So would I recommend them? For $30, you actually get a pretty good product. You get wireless headphones. I know they're not completely wireless. I mean, you have the, you know, the cable that goes around your neck and stuff, but they're wireless. Come on, they're wireless. They're good quality, they sound good. If you're not going to be using them at full volume, then I would recommend them completely. $30, you can't really go wrong with that. They sound good in every game that I've tested. So if you're looking for a budget pair of headphones, these might be a good option for you. Think about it. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.